I often wonder, am I the only person that's lying awake there 10:30, 11, 12 o'clock at night, wide awake, not sleeping when I know I should be, when I've got a huge day the next day? Sleep is such an important part of our lives. And if you're like me, sometimes I can struggle to turn off. Sometimes I'll lay awake when I know I'm just absolutely exhausted and just can't seem to wind down. And I just want to share one of the things that I've incorporated in my life over the last probably 3 to 4 months, and I've just noticed a huge impact in the quality of sleep and just how refreshed I wake up in the morning. And it happened out of pure accident. And I've read the research, I know what it that comes back at, but I just haven't incorporated. And that was just leaving my phone outside the room in the lounge room. And I purely did it one morning or one night because I wanted to make sure I got myself out of bed one morning where I had to be somewhere. So I left the phone out there, and I just noticed I did it, and I was like, oh, I might try doing that. And essentially what I noticed, it was a huge transformation in the quality of my sleep and how much energy I had, especially getting up of a morning. And so one of the big things that I recommend a lot of my patients, and have done for years, and just haven't fully executed on it, and actually just finally did it and took my own advice, and that's having what I call an e-fast, or just not having any exposure to electronics, looking at them for about 30 minutes prior to going to bed. And what this does is it changes the whole brain activity. It changes how the brain activity, the firing patterns of the neurons, and basically by shutting off and not looking at a screen, your body has a chance to slowly shut down. And the other thing that I've noticed that's definitely helped me is when I've got my alarm going in the lounge room, is I think that it's going to wake the whole neighborhood up because it's extremely loud, but it actually forces me to get out of bed. And once I'm out of bed, then I'm one step further to getting where I need to be, as opposed to just rolling over and hitting that snooze button. This is something that I encourage, especially if you're making New Year's resolutions or wanted to change things, or are really struggling with sleep. And it's just one thing I've noticed that's had a huge impact, and I encourage people to try. And I think you'll be shocked at, one, how much time you save at night by not looking at your phone before you go to bed, and also two, often you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and think it's absolutely necessary to look at your phone to see if you have any messages or jump on Facebook, and that's totally out of the question now because the phone's out of the room. And three, just making sure you're getting up and moving and avoiding that snooze button. So hopefully this helps. Sleep's a big part of my life. I love it. I crave it. I miss it when I don't have it, and especially when I get poor sleep. And if there's anyone out there that's struggling, just give it a shot. You got nothing to lose and only everything to gain. So I hope this helps. Enjoy.